Welcome to the third in our series of a la carte, which is our healthy food program that is funded by Three Arches Foundation. I'm Tricia from Lakewood Community Services Center. Three Arches has funded the program, and the city of Lakewood has hired the ministries this beautiful new community center to host the program. Today we have with us Executive Chef Gregg Korney from Georgetown, and also with us is probably a familiar face, Veggie, who is owner of Vosh and Georgetown. And then we'll continue at least once a month. If you missed the program or you want to go back and see it again, you can watch it on Cox Community Channel. That's channel 45 if you have Cox cable. And they air at 4 o'clock every Tuesday. So if you have friends that couldn't come or you want to see it again, please check Cox Community Channel 45. So I'm going to turn this over now to Chef Gregg. And again, thank you for coming.
Hi, thanks for coming. Today I'm going to show you a real easy recipe that's, you could probably do 20, 25 minutes. So I didn't bring any rice with me today, but I'm going to tell you how to do that really quick. Basically, for the rice, if you're going to use half a cup, then you want to use like 2 cups or a cup of water, so it's 2 to 1 on the liquid to the rice. I would start that first, put it up in the pot, put the water on it, turn it on, 18 minutes, turn it off, cover it. By the time you're done doing the dish, it's going to be ready and you can eat. So first, I'm going to do a chicken rice bowl with vegetables. You can use any vegetables you want. If there's a certain one you want, just use that. I use cornstarch to cover the chicken. You could actually use shrimp, salmon, calamari, whatever you like in it will go good. Basically, just coat the chicken with the cornstarch. This way, when you make the sauce, when you put the soy sauce in, it's going to make it thick. And if you want to add sugar, you can. Like a teriyaki, you can add pineapple juice if you don't want the refined sugar. If you want to use something natural, apple juice. It's basically up to you. Cooking's fun, so just make it as fun as you want. I'm going to get my pan hot first. I have a little bit of sesame oil mixed with a little bit of blended oil, a little bit of canola in there. So I'm going to put some in. And basically all I'm doing is I'm going to get the chicken, or if you're doing shrimp, or if you're doing salmon, I just want to get it kind of a little bit of a crust on it. So here we'll go like this. And like I said, this is going to help kind of make the sauce a little bit thick and stick to everything when you're done. Put a little bit more oil in. And basically when you're doing this, you get your protein going, you can start on your vegetables. So if you want to cook them, right now we're going to do baby bok choy, which is in here. They're about this big. You cut the end off. Make sure you wash them. A lot of times they'll have a lot of sand in them. Peppers I'm using some red onions, some shiitake mushrooms. You can use regular domestic mushrooms, whatever you like, portobello mushrooms, oyster mushrooms. Just kind of want to keep this. You don't have to really move it around. You can just let it sit in the oil. This way the cornstarch is going to absorb and it's going to make like a nice crust on it. Like I said, it's going to coat everything at the end. The shiitake mushrooms, we usually keep whole at the restaurant. If you want to cut them, you can cut them. It makes it easier to eat if you cut them. I just think it looks better when it comes in the dish, and it's got a little bit of a bigger essence to it. So basically you can see how this chicken's cooking. It's getting a little bit of golden on it. You want to just wait until you see a little bit more, or you can flip it early. If you don't want any color, you don't have to get the color on it. It's just going to give it a little bit of more of a crunch. And I did make some for everybody to try today. It's not going to be crunchy because I made it earlier before I came. So the best thing to do with this is, get all your stuff ready, and when you're going to cook dinner, like I said, it should take 20 minutes if that. Like after your rice is done, it goes pretty quick. So basically you just get a little bit of color like that on it. You can flip your chicken. Once you get the chicken flipped, you can use, like I said, you can use salmon too. Salmon goes quicker and shrimp goes a lot quicker than the chicken. But just cut your protein. If you cut it small, it'll cook in a matter of minutes. This way I'm going to throw the onion in and let that go a little bit just so it takes some time to cook. And basically with a stir fry or like a bowl, you want to keep the pan moving, which is a little hard on the induction. But if you keep it moving, then the vegetables stay crisp and they're not going to get really mushy. One's not going to cook more than the other. So basically I'm going to add all the vegetables to it and just basically let it go. And this is basically all you're looking for. So it should only take maybe a couple minutes, like 3 to 4 minutes. You could mess with the temperature. I like to cook on basically like a medium to high heat for it. Mainly high in the restaurant because it's like quick going and we have to get the food out. But like at home, just kind of watch it. I would do quicker though, just so you don't cook all the nutrients out of the vegetables. You want to keep them a little bit crisp, like kind of al dente to the tooth when you bite them. I do have sesame seeds here, which we do put a little bit of nori in there, and we put some garlic and some other seasonings. You can do whatever you want. You can do straight sesame seeds, you can do peanuts, you can do cashews, pistachios. A lot of times my wife and I will make stir fry at home, and if we don't want the chicken, because like on leftovers, I don't like the leftover chicken, how it tastes, or shrimp, so we just, we'll throw a peanut in there, or like a protein, or like you can do tofu on the side. Same way with the tofu. Coat it, just brown it, and I mean, it'll pick up the flavor of whatever you're cooking, so it'll turn out to be really good. So basically here, all you're gonna do is move the vegetables around, and when you get the color into them and they start like sweating a little bit, then that's when you're gonna add your sauce, and it should thicken up with the cornstarch in there. What we do at the restaurant is we take a soy and a pineapple, we grind the pineapple down and we reduce it so it is thick to begin with, so it doesn't take as long to heat up in the pan. And then it basically just toss it and it goes in a bowl. So, and that's basically the essence of it. Like I said, it's super simple, it's super quick, and it's pretty much healthy. If you want, I mean, you can buy like basically like a teriyaki sauce at the store that does have a lot of sugar in it. So what I normally do is I buy a soy sauce and I add water to it just for the salt content. So if you're on like a low salt diet or watching it, and if you don't want the sugar, like I said, use like a fresh pineapple, grind it down, use a fresh mango, you can put it in a processor, just make basically like a juice out of it. I'm gonna add the sauce now, just a little bit. You just wanna coat the vegetables, you don't want it to like be swimming. And that's basically it. I mean, if you like a lot of sauce, then put a lot of sauce on. Like, it's supposed to be fun cooking, so do what you want, do what you like, and just experiment. I mean, you can put hot peppers in there, you can put broccoli in there. Just be creative, and it's pretty simple dish, and it's healthy and it's good, and it doesn't take too long to do. So basically, that's going to be it. We'll put rice in the bottom of the bowl. And then that's it. A lot of times we'll just top it with some sesame and some scallions. And that's it. Any questions? It's, like I said, it's quick, so. Yes?
How important is sesame oil?
It just gives it a better flavor. You can use grapeseed. You could use basically canola oil with ginger and garlic. It'll give it some flavor, but the sesame gives it that distinct, like, rich flavor. I mean, it's fattening, but, I mean, you don't have to use a lot. Like I said, you can cut it with canola oil, grapeseed oil. Grapeseed's good because the content of the fire is high, so I would use that instead of a canola. It's a little more expensive, but that'll work too. Yep.
What kind of rice do you use, brown or white?
We use a white rice. You can use brown. You can use anything, jasmine, basmati. They basically all take, so the brown rice takes a little longer, but same concept. Just put it on. Like when you start your rice first, put it on 18 minutes. You'll see basically like the water like absorb into the rice, and you'll see like crater holes, almost like volcano holes. Once you see that, cover it, turn the flame off, leave it covered. By the time you're done with the dish, the rice will be cooked and it'll be perfect. So, does everybody want to try some now? Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, no question.
All right, you're just hungry.
Yeah.
Hey folks, my name is Vosh. I started around the corner when I was 23 years old, and we've been there this last September. We were there 48 years, and I have my son right around the corner, and then my daughter is over at Georgetown, and she's the event coordinator over there, and we've been there 12 years. So if you add 48 and 12, I've got 60 years in the industry, you know. That's a love that I had for the restaurant business, and I'm so lucky and fortunate that my kids like what I do, you know, and they have better ideas than I do today, you know. One of the other ideas that they gave me over at Georgetown was they put the igloos on our patio. We have a great patio, and I'm a Christmas guy, and so if you come into Georgetown, it's decorated. And when you come off the patio, what we did is we made it look like snow globes. And so there's Christmas stuff out there, and it's a nice type of atmosphere. We did quite a few weddings this year. We did rehearsal dinners, we did showers, we did everything that you can imagine and big events. So I'm lucky enough to have Gregg Korney as our executive chef, and been working for 10 years. We've had a great relationship, and I wish, this is one of the dishes that he makes, but he's so creative in the kitchen. Greg, do you want to talk about some of the other dishes that they put together?
Yeah, we do a bunch of stuff. We do, we have a wide variety. So if you want to come in and you just want to be casual, we have tacos, we have sliders, we have a short rib slider, a mini slider. We switch it up in the summer. Sometimes we do a salmon slider. The tacos, we have anything from a vegetable, like a cauliflower taco, to shrimp tacos, chicken tacos. So there's pizzas. There's chops, there's steaks, there's pasta. We have a ton of fresh fish. We do scallops and salmon are on the menu. Right now we're doing a tuna special tonight, and we do a lot of Mediterranean Asian flair, but we do a lot of American flair too. So like I said, there's something for everybody. We have cheese boards, we have salads, we have a lot of appetizers. We have a tempura shrimp appetizer, calamari, which is one of our big ones, our banana stuffed peppers, which are Italian. Like I said, there's something for everybody. So like you could come in. We cater to the gluten-free and the vegan too. So we have gluten-free pastas. If you have certain dietary restrictions, we could accommodate you too. So basically, we can do anything. And it's a great place. It's beautiful. Summertime, I'd recommend coming. It's got a great patio. We do a great happy hour. And we have a wine and dine from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where you get a bottle of wine and you get 2 salads, 2 entrees. I think it's $49, $49.50. So that's a great deal. People come for that. There's a lot going on. So, stop by, say hi, and it's an open kitchen. I'm usually there most of the time.
And then when we put Georgetown together, we tried to make it very affordable to everybody. If somebody really wants a real, fine dining dish, we have some great entrees. And then if we have anything from soup to salads to burgers to tacos. So you can have a great experience being there, and you don't have to break the bank on that.
I just want to thank everybody for coming. If you have any questions, feel free to ask or stop at a restaurant. Like I said, I'm there most of the time, and just be looking forward to seeing everybody come on in. Thank you. Thanks.
It's really good, and I wish I could get chicken this tender.
I've got to go to Georgetown now.
Wonderful. They have great food.
Really good. Very good. Very good.
Have you been to Georgetown, you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Delicious. Really good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's very good. Sesame oil rocks. Oh, so good.